Good evening and welcome to Late Night Bride. My name is Peggy Kelly and I will be your hostess. I'm a wedding planner, and as a wedding planner I hear so much every day, every night, especially every night. So here's how Late Night Bride came into being. I was online one night answering an inquiry. She said, "My name is Debbie. I just got engaged yesterday and I'm all stressed out. What do I do?" And I smiled, as we all do when we get that. Emailed her back and said, breathe. Go on a date, take a break, and most of all right now, go to bed. Go to bed. Be with your beloved. So that's when Late Night Bride came into being, because I realized that there was many brides, bridal couples, everyone that was online late at night, from 8 at night until 2 in the morning. So what I thought, if all these people are there, then they need someone to talk to. So I'm here to talk to you. I am here available. And what I've come to know is that we're an amazing community of people from 8 at night till 2 in the morning who are absolutely in love with weddings, many that are getting married, many that are helping people getting married. And what Late Night Bride is about is bringing us all together. So for tonight, we've got two amazing guests. One who is just the top of his game, one of the best officiants I know. And then we're going to talk about live entertainment, because you're going to be amazed how your officiant and your live entertainment come together as one. So stay tuned for more at Late Night Bride. Let's get engaged, but most of all, let's have some fun.
Hi, I'm Julie and this is Frank. We're from the Pasadena Humane Society and SPCA. You might know us for our pet adoptions, but did you know that we also offer many services to help pet owners in need? Programs such as low-cost spay-neuter, vaccination and microchip clinics, a pet food pantry, and more. Hey, if you have a pit bull, chihuahua, or even a free-roaming cat in our service area, the spay-neuter is free. And if you're experiencing a pet behavior problem, check out our free behavior helpline. Register for one of our behavior classes or come to one of our monthly education programs. We even offer programs for kids and volunteering. So if you need some support with your pet, let us help you. For more information or to get involved, visit pasadenahumane.org. Right, Frankie?
Welcome back to Late Night Bride, where we're going to put fun in wedding planning. So tonight, I have the honor and privilege to introduce to you an amazing man that I've known for years. He is a reverend, he was a DJ, and now he is probably one of the top officiants, not just in Los Angeles, but I hear this man gets around too. So welcome, Reverend Clint Huff.
Hi.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend.
Oh, this is so great that you're taking this initiative and helping so many people. This is fantastic, and I am really honored that you asked me to be here.
Well, you know that the ceremony is my favorite place. See, I believe that the ceremony is the soul, the actual soul of a marriage. And when those vows are said, and I do is proclaimed, and we witness that, I think that's the magic. The party I respect, but the ceremony, oh my goodness, it's so yummy. So tell me, how did you get involved in it?
Oh, how did I become an officiant?
Absolutely.
Well, it's an interesting thing. I call it the perfect storm, because I've been in entertainment my whole life. Mm-hmm. My first job as a public speaker was when I was 11. I was the principal of my elementary school asked me to be the MC for the school talent show.
Oh my goodness.
And I was always one of those kids that was kind of like, oh, there's a camera, yay, that sort of thing. So that public speaking fear that is kind of really high up on the phobia chart, I am the opposite of that. I'm just really, really comfortable with that. So I've been doing one form or another of that sort of entertainment my entire life. but I also have a very deep spiritual side and a curiosity. And so I'm very kind of well-read, which is why I'm non-denominational. I've been blessed. I've married people from all over the world, every background you can imagine. And when the opportunity came for me to be ordained and enter into the officiant category, I was just amazed that it was even possible. And so it's been 22 years.
Wow,
and,
really?
Yeah, it's been the best job that I've ever had. And I've had some really fun jobs, but it's been the best job that I've ever had. And I agree with you, but I'm a little biased. I'm the officiant. But I think that when couples, if they have an opportunity to begin planning their wedding day from square one, they haven't hired anybody, they haven't gone to see any venues or any of that kind of thing, I suggest that they actually start planning the wedding from the inside out. As if, and I've given this advice to a number of couples.
As you say, tell me more.
Well, imagine that it's only the two of you.
Okay.
And you need to look at this other person and you need to tell them why you want to spend the rest of your life married to them. What would those words be? How would you express that thing that's inside of you that, oh my gosh, I can't, just please be near me all the time. You know, that kind of thing. And if you find those words, I think that actually that makes all the other decisions that you make on your wedding day so much easier because you've found the core, the essence of who you are. Because too many people begin planning from the outside in.
Right.
You know, oh my gosh, the people and the thing and the this and that.
Right. They're in the party, not. They've done the party piece.
I don't think it's just the party piece. I think it's the whole day, and there's so much social pressure on couples who are getting married. Mm-hmm. At least, you know, pressure is self-imposed, but I think it exists.
Yeah.
And they have all these people that are telling them do this, do that. In fact, when I sit down with a couple or begin the dialogue of what is your wedding ceremony going to be, because the way I work, I don't have a set ceremony. Every couple builds their own ceremony, right? So it's 100% theirs, and I've never done the same ceremony twice.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, it is the coolest thing. There is nothing that it feels canned or, but that's my process. But when I begin the dialogue with them, one of the very first things I ask, I mean, within the first minute is, tell me what you want, tell me what you don't want, and is there anything you're worried about? Is there anybody that's giving you any problems, or just let's put it all on the table and let's take it one step at a time.
Now, do you do counseling? Do you do sessions?
I'm not certified or licensed as a relationship counselor, so I don't demand that, obviously, because I'm not, licensed to do that. But I will say to couples, I'm here if you need me.
That's
nice. And there have been a few couples that wanted to talk and share, kind of things back and forth. Most of the time, though, couples kind of already come with that obstacle out of the way. If they do want some sort of counseling, there are brilliant people that I can refer them to. Okay. But the other thing that I've noticed is that over the 22 years that I've been working this process, because I give every single couple a ton of resources, is that they actually kind of go through counseling while they're building their ceremony.
Absolutely. Here's something that I've learned, is that as you're planning your wedding, you're also building your marriage. And that's one thing that I really want to talk about. And we're going to talk about this more, but our next guest is kind of the other side of this, which is live entertainment. So we'll be right back with live entertainment called Luxury Entertainment Group. Wasn't that an amazing party? Every late night bride wants something like that. So let me introduce the gentleman behind that party, Scott Cummings. Welcome, Scott.
Hi, Peggy. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us about what we just saw.
That was an event we did last year at the Viceroy Hotel called Luminaries, and it was a celebration of all of our favorite industry people that we think are the best at what they do, and we wanted to have a party for them and really celebrate all the work they put in during the year and all the magic they bring to the events industry.
So how many different elements? I saw
There was a lot.
there was a lot. Okay, so let's talk about, kind of break it down a little bit, because it was so seamless.
Yeah.
And you walked away, you knew that you had been at something, you had had an experience of it. But just give me like the top 5 that were there.
Yeah, so in addition to the normal elements, decor, food, venue, florals, we had live mermaids in the pool.
In the pool.
Synchro swimmers. We had a 8-piece band with a full horn section that did a whole set of mashups. So, different songs of different generations, like mashed up together.
Right.
We had a DJ and saxophone.
Cool.
And then projection mapping was the highlight. We projection mapped all the people, all the guests, their names onto the side of the 80-foot tower on the Viceroy, and did fireworks. So live fireworks, audio recording of fireworks, and the projection mapping on the wall, which is a huge Instagram moment for everyone because everyone likes to see their name up in lights.
Of course.
Of
course we do.
So.
And mapping is really trendy right now, don't you think?
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of the hottest things.
One of the hottest things?
Yeah.
So your specialty of the team, Rich Martinez and yourself, is live entertainment.
Correct.
How did you get started in that?
That probably started in the 6th grade. I was in my class, and my teacher, Mr. Burdine, switched classes with Miss McKnight, another 6th grade teacher. So I was in the back of the room, and I was nervous, and I was probably drumming on the table and being obnoxious because I had, little kid nervous energy from being in a space that I wasn't comfortable with. And from the front of the room, the teacher yelled at me in an attempt to silence me, "Hey, little drummer boy, knock it off." And
Really?
At the time, I didn't realize it was supposed to be an insult because everyone in the class was little. I was playing drums. To me, it felt like she was like a fairy godmother that said, like, "You're a drummer. Poof, this is what you are."
This is what you're supposed to do.
Exactly, and that was my identity from there on out. I was a drummer.
Oh, how cool.
Through then, high school, college, went to Cal Arts, got my master's there, studied Indian classical music, so I played tabla, African drumming, and jazz studies was my major.
Wow. So you're really in this.
Yeah.
You're in it. Now, when you're working with a couple, because music is the magic, it is the fabric that goes through all of this. How do you work with a couple?
Yes, we want to find out as much as we can about the couple and their taste, their everything about what they like. So for us, the music is part of it, but if we're doing more than that, it's because we do also dancers, lighting.
Right.
We want to integrate the whole thing. So we want to have changes in mood for if different courses come out, if changes in the texture and the lighting, and with the dancers, all that stuff, and the music all integrated as one piece to reflect the interests of the couple and their preferences.
We're going to be back in just a second, and we're going to talk about how the two of you work together, because it really is a marriage when you're working with your vendors. So we'll be right back.
Hi there, I'm Amaris, and I would like to tell you about Remainders Creative Reuse. We're a nonprofit centered around creating art with recycled and upcycled materials. We have classes for everything from sewing to sculpture, painting to printmaking. Remainders is for everyone, from toddlers to grandmothers. My mom, Robin, is the founder, and we work together with many generous volunteers to provide a space of creativity, sustainability, and togetherness here in Pasadena. We invite you to join us and get creative.
Welcome to Late Night Pride. I'm your hostess, Peggy Kelly. And here's the favorite part of my show. It's called Timeless Tips. When planning your wedding, there are things that are nice to know, and then there are things you need to know. Advice so essential that any bride who's lucky enough to hear it thinks, "I'm so glad someone told me that." If you're wondering, you may have missed something, even if you've got everything under control. Here are a few indispensable planning tips from the team at Late Night Bride to you. Let's get planning and let's get organized. So you're getting married, and what are you going to need? I think you're going to need a marriage license, but it's important that you check your state's license requirements. You can do that online, but confirm with a call to the county clerk's office to see when they're open. Even if it says they're open from 9 to 5, they may issue licenses during certain slower times, say like on Thursdays from 2 to 3. Give a copy of your marriage license to your mom or your maid of honor, just in case you lose yours during the final days of planning. Also, know that there are services, especially here in Los Angeles, that will personally come to your home and do this service for you. How convenient. So don't stress on this. Make sure that you've got it covered and know that you can do it the old-fashioned way of going to the county clerk's office, or you can do it at home at your convenience. So now you have your license, let's talk about where you're getting married. Many places have rules and restrictions, and you need to ask them. Be specific. A big area of concern is photography. Where are you allowed to shoot? Where are your photographers and videographers allowed to stand? We need to be respectful of the house of worship or the venue. So in this case, ask away. If you're exchanging vows outdoors, are you allowed to plant stakes in the lawn, especially if you're tenting? Please be cautious. Tenting is wonderful, but it does have its challenges, and you want to make sure that you're safe at all times. Do you love music? I love music. And I love all kinds of music. Whether it's DJ or live band, it's the best no matter how you do it. But there are some important questions you want to ask when you're booking your band or your DJ. And the first one I always ask is the person that I'm booking, can they MC? Can they be my master of ceremonies? It isn't always guaranteed that your band leader or DJ will introduce the speakers, announce your first dance, tell people when dinner is served, any of the above. And some DJs are great on music, but they may not be great on the mic. So in this case, get clear. Ask the question right from the beginning. Will there be someone on your team actually running and mastering the ceremony for my special day? Here's a really great question, one that you should always ask. What's your backup plan if there's an equipment malfunction? And in this case, it could be your band, your DJ, your lighting. Why do you want to know? Most DJs and bands have extra equipment with them, and they do anticipate unexpected events that could happen, anywhere from an amp going out to a microphone that may not work. But it's best to double check that they do have this backup plan, because if they don't, it won't be fun and a lot of silence will be happening on your wedding day. Here's the most important question I always ask, not just your band and DJ, but all of your vendors. Do you have general liability insurance? Why, you ask? You need to know that your vendors are insured. Everything is about safety. Your venue and your guests are protected in case of an accident. A true professional will offer to show you their certificate of insurance, and you should have their certificate on record with the venue and with your planner. Safety first. This is an important point and absolutely essential to the success of your wedding day.
Hi, my name is Ray Hayes, and this is Madeline. I'm here to tell you about a wonderful nonprofit rescue organization right here in Pasadena, California, the Rainbow Rescue. The Rainbow Rescue was started 3 years ago to help all sorts of animals in need, whether from injury, abuse, neglect, or simply to assist with a vet bill, or assist those that are homeless with their pets. The Rainbow Rescue also assists other nonprofit organizations, either in person, by adopting, or by making financial contributions. To learn more about us and how you can help, visit us at therainbowrescue.org or on Facebook. Thank you very much for your support.
Welcome back to Late Night Bride, where we're talking to Reverend Cliff Hupp and Scott Cummings. And in many respects, you two marry each other at every wedding I've ever been to, because the entertainment people usually supply the sound for the officiant, and the officiant makes the sound equipment sound really great. And what's interesting is that you both have done both jobs. Well, he's done your job.
Right.
So tell me how you work together.
Well, it's really simple. I mean, I'm not involved with the choice of music, but I think because of my background with live productions, and everybody has kind of their role to play in the flow of the event. Because I'm a dopey romantic, so there's no doubt that these two people are in love and they're having this life moment, but it also is a live event. And so everybody has to play their part. So when I go to the musicians or whoever's playing the music for the ceremony, it's kind of like, I don't feel like I'm Mr. Bossy Pants, that, you know, do what I say, but it's more along the lines of what can I do to make you feel like you're putting your best foot forward. I want everybody to just feel great about what they've done. And so it's more the timing and how are you going to know when to begin and when to end.
Right.
And because every ceremony that I do is kind of composed or created by the couple, there's different dynamics to it that the musicians need to be made aware of.
Yeah, absolutely. And working with Clint's always fantastic because I know that we're in good hands. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? I think I got this from you, but I remember someone told me, I'm pretty sure it was you, that wedding is like live theater, right?
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, and so I know with Clint at the forefront of that he, you know, no matter what happens, he's going to make sure that everyone's up there, they're comfortable, and they're, you know,
Right.
They're putting the best foot forward, and it's all going to work together as a team and gel and really make the couple shine and make their dream experience come true.
Because as a live event, it's one take.
It's one take.
It's one take.
Right.
Although I tell every bride that if she gets to the end of the ceremony and she says, that was awesome, let's do it again, then I'll say, let's do it again.
Yeah.
But typically, that's never happened. And it's really important that everybody feels kind of a confidence in what's about to happen because they know their craft, but how it all flows together, even if it's just background music for a ritual within the context of the ceremony, just to know, and I'm Captain Obvious, I always tell the musicians, don't worry, there's no guessing in this whole thing.
Right.
It's thank you, and let's go it now, and you know, it's really obvious.
Right. And we are scripted. I mean, not tonight. We're not. Trust me. This is absolutely live. But when being the wedding planner, I work very closely with both of these gentlemen. And so we have a timeline, we have a script, we know exactly who's going down the aisle, how it's going to go, where the intros are at. It's screenplay writing done live, basically.
Right, because a ceremony, I always think of it as being in 3 acts,
Right.
like a play. The first act is, we love each other so much we're going to get married. That's why we're all here. And the second act is the commitments between the two people. Okay, we're getting married. And then the third act would be, well, what is your marriage going to be going forward? And that's where all the rituals come in, or you honor your family or your heritage or whatever the case may be. But music plays such a huge part in what everybody experiences. The couple, yes, but everybody that is emotionally connected to them, whether it be immediate friends and family or the guests that have been invited, which I really do believe they're just lucky they got invited. And what they want to experience when they start to watch a wedding is that this is for real.
Right.
And everything kind of plays into that. So the musicians are invaluable for that whole experience because everybody wants to walk away almost like it kickstarts the rest of the celebration.
So I want you each to give a tip, but most of all, I want you to tell people how they can get in touch with you. So let's start with you, Scott.
Sure. So our company, Luxury Entertainment Group.
Right.
You can find us on the web at luxuryentertainmentgroup.com.
Okay.
Email is events@Luxury Entertainment Group, and all the social media handles are the same thing.
And
Event-
what would be your tip? Entertainment is huge. Where do I start?
Entertainment, I think the place that people err the most is in reception. And the biggest tip I can give is, it's a couple little parts to it, but just making sure that the guests feel comfortable. So if you want people to dance, make sure the lights are low, make sure the dance floor feels close and they don't feel too spread out from each other, so they feel comfortable. And and just create a great ambiance to make the entertainment and the band successful.
Okay, and Reverend Clint,
Well,
how can we find you?
Oh, I'm at reverendclint.com, or you can email me at revhuft, REVHUFFT, at mac.com. And my tip is figure out what you want to feel. That's the most important thing. What do you want to feel on your wedding day? And then allow all the professionals to help make that a reality.
So gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for being here. I love the ceremony, but I so do love to dance. So everyone at Late Night Bride, remember, this is a community. We are here for you. We want you to engage with us on Facebook. We want to answer your questions. We want to be a resource. And we want you to go out, have fun, be engaged, fall in love, and know that wedding planning does not need to be stressful. It just needs to be planned. So from our hearts to yours, fall in love. We love you, love each other, and good night. Cheers.
Cheers.